We're following Parish High School through the playoffs. I'm here with Principal from the Parish High School in Parish, Alabama. This is Tommy Combs, the TV 55 Game of the Week. We're following Parish High School through the playoffs. I'm here with Principal David Beeson from Parish. Good to be here, Principal.
Oh, it's great to have you, and we're just excited about hosting this first round of the playoffs.
Parish has had a good year.
Oh, it's been outstanding. It's been a real pleasure for me because this is my first year at Parish, but before I came over here, I knew about the history of the Parish football program.
Coach Baston, how you say that? Baston has done an outstanding job down here. Got a good staff. We followed them a couple of times on the Game of the Week, and got some good athletes on this Parish team.
Not only are they good athletes, but they're good students and they're good kids, and it's just a pleasure for me to be working with the coaching staff and the students.
We're so glad to be following Parish through the playoffs on the TV 55 Game of the Week. We'll be here every Tuesday night. We're going to follow Parish all the way to the Super game in Birmingham.
Super 6, we're going to be there, we hope.
We hope. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back after these messages for the start of this game. Parish and Ragland, the first round of the high school 1A playoffs.
Welcome to the TV 55 Game of the Week, first round of the state playoffs. I'm Terry Combs along with Tommy Combs and our executive producer Matthew Combs. We're proud to be at Parish and Ragland to bring you the game this week. First round, Tommy.
First round state playoffs, 1A, Parish playing Ragland here at Parish. A great night for high school football down here at Parish. We talked with Principal David Beeson, who welcomed TV 55 down to do the game. We'll be following Parish all through the playoffs. Got another TV 55 crew following Walker, and then, of course, something Christians also in the state playoffs. So the county's represented, and we're here to follow the Parish Tornadoes.
Right, we hope we go with them all the way to Legion Field. That'd be a big sale.
Parish won the toss, allowed to receive. All the seniors were out. I know the driver and Cagle were the two main captains that head out there. Who were the other captains?
We had Marius Shepard. Of course, you called Jared Cagle. We had David Crow, Todd Kitchens, Keith Frank, Darius Gunn, and Josh Tomlin, all seniors.
All seniors for Parish, who's put together a really good season down here for the Parish Tornadoes on a season year. Ragland, up Anniston Gadsden Way up in Ragland, come in here tonight, try to spoil Parish's run and try to do their own run for the state playoffs.
That's exactly
That's the reason we play these things, to see best team wins this thing and go to round 2. If Parish wins tonight, they go to Cedar Bluff or Cedar Bluff beats Hackleburg this week.
But if Hackleburg wins, then Hackleburg will come here next week, so we'll call you another game.
So we'll be following wherever they go. Let me tell you who's bringing this game of the week for us here. Here, our sponsors are Ellis Auto Center, located across from the Bank of Parish, Parish Amico, Sun Supermarket, right at the four-way stop in Parish, and the Bank of Parish, Mark Wilson in the bank, and Wayne Gross at Wayne Gross Pharmacy are bringing us the Parish High School playoffs. We'll be talking to them all about these sponsors all during the game.
Yeah, that's all some good folks, and we ask all the people to stop by and tell them how much they appreciate them sponsoring us, through the playoffs as we're calling the game.
All right, here we go. First round of the state playoffs. Ragland's kicking off. Number 4. And Ragland likes to fool us right there, right quick with a
Well, you know who number 4 is. We'll get to call his name. That's Tony
Dixon's
Dixon.
Deep. Number 3 is Ryan Shepard. He's also deep. And number 7 over here, it's a pooch kick down the middle. He falls on it, but he don't fall on it. He picks it up, and Dixon's got it, and he's outside, and he's coming back this way, and they trap him right there on the 25-yard line.
About a 25, yeah.
First and 10 for Parrish at the 25-yard line. Pooch kick, and it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, it should if the first man caught the ball, it ended up getting the ball on about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it got through him. He was going to fall on the ball, and he scooted through him. All right, first and 10 for Parrish. We'll give you all the lineups here in just a minute for all the Parrish linemen. And number 20 is Adam Glasgow, and he is at the top of the screen as a wideout. Dragging a little antsy and jumping. They're going to call it. He did it 3 times, and they finally called it. But we give him a chance to get back, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Ragland for encroachment in the zone.
Both teams in purple. Purple and white for Ragland, Parrish in the full purple tonight. But we've seen Parrish with their white jerseys before.
5-yard penalty against Ragland for encroachment or being offsides on defense. Sets the ball up, Parrish in good shape at the 31-yard line. First and 5 is the call. Number 7, Eric Piper brings him up to Parrish. Dixon's in motion this way. Hand off the driver inside, bounces off one tackler. He may got the first down.
He may got his first down. That's who I'm looking for a big game out of tonight, Tommy, is Jeremy Driver. We've been fortunate enough to call Parrish 2 or 3 times this year, and he's had some big games in every ball game we've called.
It's going to be really close. They're going to call it second down. Second down and a few inches for a first down. Driver picked up 4.5 yards on the first carry of the game for Parrish. Number 54 is the center. Parrish at Pete Franks. He's a senior lineman leading them out. Piper takes the snap. Dixon in motion. Back to pass. Got him.
No.
Bounces off his hand. Threw it a little high to Glasgow. High and tight on the outside corner. Incomplete. Makes it third down and a half a yard for Parrish.
Well, that was a good call. Good pass. Just a little bit high. Hit him in the hands. That was a wrong place to hit him.
Third down, just a few inches for Parrish for the first down. Number 5 goes in the game. That's Thomas Lake. He's a sophomore running back. Number 10 is the big tight end. That's Jared Cagle on this side. In the I backfield, power I backfield. Dixon's a deep man in the backfield. And inside the driver, he breaks the tackle and gets his first down.
Yeah, he got
4 yards. They had him stopped here on the first drive, but kept driving his legs and made that first down.
I'll tell you what, as I said, we watched Jeremy. If you need a yard, Jeremy will get you a yard. And we haven't seen Dixon touch the ball at all yet. And they've had him in motion for a couple of times. About 6 yards. Well, that's the point that Dixon can do. He catches the ball well, and then when he gets in the open field, that's when he can really show, his speed and his moves. Two passes, 3 runs. All right, jump again. Well, that's it. I believe he is too. That's it. He's changing the counts. You can see a little bit difference in his when he comes up to the line and he drew them offside. But of course, that's what you want your quarterback to do. You want him to be able to control, because if not, the defense will get to the point where they can come on your count.
First down for Parrish at the 47-yard line of Ragland, across the 50 into Ragland territory. And we finally get the ball, number 3, handed to Dixon on a round, and he may score.
No,
he's cut off and a good knocked out of bounds by number 8 for Ragland, saves a touchdown. Good call by Parrish on
First time we got to see Dixon touch the ball, and he picked up about 20 yards.
They pitched the ball to Ryan Shepard, Terry, and he heads to the top of the screen, hands the ball to Dixon on a reverse, and he picks up about 20 yards on the play.
Right,
That's Dixon's first run of the night, so we're going to give him 21 yards on the game. First and 10 for Parrish on the 26-yard line of Ragland. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the night. Piper's got the ball, hand to Driver, and he maybe two. Ragland's defense stiffened up really good that time.
I'll tell you what, I got to give like I said, we've called Parrish about 3 times. This is a completely different offensive set that we've seen them in any time that we've called them. They're putting Dixon in the wing position and putting him in motion, bringing him around.
Let him run the reverse as a wideout. He was set up as a wideout.
Right.
Back. Number 9 coming out for Parrish is Marcus Shepard. Number 10, Jared Cagle's in at tight end. Big number 73 for Parrish, Darius Gunn, the senior. We got a timeout on the field, and we'll take a timeout with them. Here with right here at Parrish High School, we'll tell you the good sponsors who's bringing you the Parrish High School playoff game tonight. Our first sponsor tonight is Ellis Auto Center Incorporated, located right across from Parrish Bank. The number there is 686-9800. 686-9800. Ellis Auto Center says go Tornadoes. Let me tell you, it's a family-owned and operated auto dealership, and let me tell you the special this week. A 99 S10 pickup short side for $69.95. 95 Mustang V6 automatic, it's a loaded car, $59.95. A 94 Mercury Tracer, which is a very nice car, $28.95. That'd make a good car for somebody, Terry. A 95 Mustang GT 5-speed, 5.0 sharp car, $49.95. A 93 Jeep Wrangler hardtop, $3,500, and an 88 Jeep Wrangler auto hardtop for $3,500. Ask for Donnie or Judy at Ellis Auto Center, located from the Bank of Paris.
Donnie will treat you right too. He's a good guy.
And we thank Ellis Auto Center for sponsoring the Paris High School playoff game. All right, it's 2nd down and 8 for Parrish. The ball exactly on the 25-yard line of Ragland. In the first quarter, Parrish had the ball on this drive about 5 minutes, and they jump again.
Got him again. He's
I
changing
know
it.
that's driving the coaching staff crazy at Ragland, but Eric Piper is doing exactly what he's coached to do.
Yeah, he's coming up, and I watched him that time. He's coming up, and he's doing a hard count, changing it every time.
And it's going to pick up 5 yards. It's going to make it 2nd down and 3. 2nd down, 3 for Parrish. They've had 3 of those, Terry, on this drive. 2nd down, a short 3 to go for Parrish. Ball down on the 19-yard line of Ragland. 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Dixon and Driver in the backfield. Piper's the quarterback. Fake.
Piper's got the ball.
And he makes the cut, but he made a good tackle there by Ragland. Number 8.
He's
the one that saved the touchdown earlier when Dixon made the big run. And he knocks the quarterback out of bounds. We've got to see where the mark is about the yardage gain.
It's going to be close. That's the first rush for Piper, but it's a good call.
I believe it's just a little bit short. It's going to be 3rd down in inches. 3rd down and a half a yard, we'll call it, for the first down of Parrish. Here they've had the ball the whole quarter after they received the kickoff. Been aided by 3 offside penalties by the Ragland defense. Good running by Driver inside and Dixon outside. Here's the handoff to Driver again. Break it, and he's broke it, and he may go.
And he could.
He's inside. There's number 8. That number 8 will make a tackle on you for Ragland.
Number 8 saved a touchdown. He picked up a good 6-8 yards on that.
You know, Terry, you called it early. Give the ball inside to Jeremy Driver, and he will do the work for you.
I guarantee you need a yard, he'll get it. You need 5 yards, he'll get it.
It's going to be first down and goal to goal for the Parish High School Tornadoes. First round of the state playoff down here at Parish tonight. Parish versus Ragland. With 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Parish knocking on the door, 1st and 5. Maybe less than 5, Terry. Maybe 3.
I'm thinking they're about the 3-yard line.
The I backfield, Dixon in the I. Shepard's the wingback. And the driver, pitch the driver. In the end zone, touchdown Parish.
Yeah, touchdown Parish. That's Dixon that time.
Dixon in the end zone for the first score of the high school playoff tonight at Parish. Parish 6. Ragland nothing with 7:42 in the first quarter. And that was a good drive.
Yeah, it was. Good drive. Of course, it was aided a couple of times with some offside penalties, but that was a good time-consuming drive.
They used
all rushing. It was about used
two passes and all rushing, and Dixon and driver kind of mixed it up inside and outside. Here's the extra point. Number 75, Philip Perry, kicks it high and deep. But that is a good extra point. So we're going to take a timeout right here and tell you about our sponsors. And down here at Parish is bringing you the high school game of the week. Terry, who we got?
All right, we got the Parish Amico. It's located at the 4-way stop in Parish. It's open daily. Some of the products they have there is light grocery and picnic supplies, and of course all your gas and fuel. They've got a restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and their specialty there, and I've eaten it before, is some of Steve's famous barbecue. If you want a sandwich or enough to feed a party, they can have it waiting on you. All you got to do is give them a call. Folks are saying that for the best barbecue around, you've got to try Steve's barbecue. That's at the Parish Amico. It's a 4-way stop. Owners are Steve and Diane Tittle.
Great. Thank you, Steve and Diane, for helping us sponsor TV 55 playoff game with Parish at Ragland. Here they had a good drive.
Good drive. Good time-consuming drive.
The ball started on the 25-yard line. Ragland was encroachment 3 times. The Parish had no penalties. They ran the ball down the field with driver inside and Dixon outside. Dixon's kicking off. Here's the kick. Squib kick. It bounces away and goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
So they'll get the ball on the 35 if they
decide to do so. We'll just wait and see what the call's going to be, but more than likely, here comes the offense on the field. I was looking at Ragland, Terry. They got some horses on that offensive line.
They sure do. See what, number 99 is much of a man.
68, 67. They got some big kids on their offensive line that's coming in the ball game right now. Ragland's at the ball 1st and 10 on the 35, and Parish on defense.
Well, we get to see Parish on defense for the first time, and of course it's the first time we have seen Ragland, so we don't know their offense if they throw or if they're a running team. So.
1st and 10 for Ragland. The ball on the 35-yard line, 7:42 to go in the first period. Parish 7, Ragland nothing. Got a wing backfield and one wingman in motion. Inside handoff to the big fullback, and he is a big fullback.
He sure is.
And he gains about 3 or 4 yards.
That's the number 99 I was talking about that came in. I thought he was a down lineman, but he's running fullback.
And he moves the ball about 4 yards forward, give him close to, 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down 6. Got a wide out to the bottom of the screen, 2 wing men for Ragland. Quarterback number 23 takes the ball, brings his team up, lines them up, big fullback in there, and he had it to his outside sweep. And he is
got some
outside,
room.
and he's got some room. Gets his first down. It picks up about 15 yards.
I tell you what, Ryan Shepard saved that tackle. I mean, he came up quick because he had the outside move.
That was a good run by Ragland. A good setup, fake to the fullback inside, handed to the wing back around the top of the screen, and picked up about 12, 15 yards. 1st and 10, the ball exactly on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ragland at the 50-yard line on the Parish side of the 50. Number 88 is the wide out to the bottom of the screen. Number 9 and number 33 are your wing back. Big fullback number 99. Quarterback keeper, busted play.
Yeah, the busted play.
Sacked him for maybe no gain on the play.
I'll tell you what, David Crow stepped in, number 52 stepped in, made that tackle. But it was a busted play, but they read it well.
David plays defensive end out there for Parish. Big number 73, Darius Gunn out there also. He's coming out right now. Get a little short break here with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Parish 7, Ragland nothing. Ragland's on the move. 2nd down for Ragland. Split backfield with one wing back. Deep handoff to the fullback, and they trip him up. Number 3 got a hand on him, kind of tripped him a little bit.
Well, they're
4
calling
5
for a
yards.
fumble, and I think it was a fumble.
A
I believe
fumble on the play. I didn't see that, Terry.
Yeah, they were jumping them down. I thought it was a fumble. It looked like the ball hit the ground.
Parrish gets the first big break of the game. Fumble on the play. Number 3, Ryan Shepard, tripped him up in the backfield. He stumbled forward for 3 or 4 more yards. Fumbles the ball, and Parrish recovered. We didn't see who recovered. We'll try to get that for him in just a moment. So it's 1st and 10. Parrish with good field position.
Yeah, I know. Number 52, David Crow, was in on the stop. Now I did not see who recovered the fumble.
Center. Dixon's at tailback. Driver's the fullback. Hopper takes the ball, pitch to Dixon.
And he cuts it inside. Now he's out.
Gets a block here on this corner.
Now it could
now
go.
He's gone.
Now he's gone.
It's going to be a touchdown for Parrish. Dixon goes 55 yards to make this score 13-0 Parrish early in the first quarter. Tony Dixon. Terry, he got a great block.
The move he made to
by
the
the wide
inside.
receiver come in there and made. Then he made and when he cut it outside, a couple of Ragland guys kind of run into each other and failed.
Right.
And when they did, he turned the afterburner zone and hit the ball right down the left sideline. Touchdown Parrish.
Well, I tell you what, that's what's impressed me about Tony this year. Every time we see him, he'll do something different. But when he gets into the open field, that's when he's at his most dangerous.
Philip Perry has got it blocked this time. No good. We're going to take a timeout right here in the first quarter at the state playoffs. Parrish 13, Ragland nothing. Here, the sponsor tonight, with 5:38 to go in the first quarter with Parrish leading 13-0, is Sun Supermarket, Parrish, Alabama. Walker County's best kept secret. Right at the four-way stop, here. 12 packs Pepsi, 2 for $5. Golden Flake potato chips, 85 cents. Campfire marshmallow, 79 cents. Old-fashioned bread, 10 cents a loaf. Watch out now. Grade A large eggs, 49 cents a dozen. Sounds like when you and I are growing up.
That's exactly right.
15-ounce Lux beans, 3 for $1. Now you're talking. Nestle semi-sweet morsels, $1.69. We're talking about Sun Supermarket. It's a four-way stop in Parrish, Walker County's best kept secret on the place to shop for your groceries.
All right, we're back. Parrish set to kick off after a long touchdown run. Dixon kicking off.
Kicks it short again and pooches it. That's what he wanted right there.
That's exactly right.
what he wanted.
And they got the ball. And they got the ball.
They did exactly what they wanted to do with that kickoff.
I tell you, number 3, Shepard was right down there quick. Ryan Shepard returned to the ball. The ball hit the man, and he stumbled and fell. Shepard's on top of it.
Dixon's kicking the ball. It takes those crazy hops. He's bouncing around all over the place. Their man tries to feel it, can't get his hands on it, and Ryan Shepard makes a big play for Parrish.
He sure does.
Early in this playoff game. It's 1st and 10. Parrish at the 21-yard line. The score's already 13-0. And Parrish is ready to get another one. Hopper brings him up. Dixon's over. It's halfback, driver's the fullback. They hand it to driver inside. Breaks it. And he's still on his feet. And he gets 7, I believe, Terry.
Yeah, he got 7, 8 good yards.
Good blocking by the Parrish offensive front. Big Darius Gunn picking up everybody out there he just ran over.
Dixon went in the hole, helped make a block, and that's what you want to see. Two backs do try to help each other.
Dixon 10th grader, Terry, and Driver, of course, your senior fullback, and is it a story of itself about Jeremy Driver coming over and playing football here. Number 9 is your wingback. That's Marcus Shepard. He takes split out to the top of the screen. Same back, inside handoff to Driver. He spins away, gets the first down, and ball's on the 4-yard line. About an 8-yard run, Jeremy Driver.
Tell you what,
Terry, this could be easily 20 in just a second here with Parrish driving the ball again. It's first down and goal to go. The ball is on the 5.5-yard line. We'll call it the 6-yard line. Shepard's out of the game for Parrish. Number 5 is Thomas Lake in the ball game for Parrish.
Well, this is just what Ragland didn't want to happen. A couple of turnovers and penalties.
Power eye backfield. Driver in front. Pitch to Dixon. He's outside. Cuts it inside. Touchdown Parrish. Dixon scored his second touchdown after a big fumble recovered by Ryan Shepard on the kickoff. Parrish takes the ball about 21 yards after the fumble recovery. and it's 19-0 Parish with 4:28 to go in the first quarter of this state playoff game.
Tell you what, they going for
Parish
two
going
this
for
time.
2. Thomas Lake back in the ball game. Lines up at the wing back. High backfield. Piper's got the ball. Option. Gets the Dixon.
Oh, he's got a
Sweet,
train.
sweet,
That's
sweet.
it. That's
2
good.
points.
That's
21.
good.
Parish 21. Ragland nothing.
That looked
Ragland
like-
hadn't had a chance yet, Terry.
That looked like the old.
That was the old sweep. Everybody's going
Yeah.
this way. All right, we'll take a timeout right here and talk about our sponsors. It's 21-0 Parish with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Tell you what, we'd also like to thank of our sponsor, one of our sponsors, the Bank of Parish. It was founded in 1919. It's on Highway 269 right before the four-way stop. Some of the services they do, all different kind of loans. They've got personal auto real estate. Their checking and savings account. They've got an interest-bearing checking account, regular, and a bank club. ATM, the hours of operation, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 to 4. Wednesdays, the drive-in from 9 to 12. Friday, 9 to 5. And Saturday from 9 to 12. Stop by and see Mark Wilson and his staff, and they'll be glad to have you.
Bank of Parish, one of our good sponsors here on TV 55, Game of the Week. Perry's kicking off this time instead of Dixon, Terry.
Yeah.
He still lays it down. Gets that old squibber in there.
There's another bounce. Like they
bounce.
wanted
They
again.
fumble it again, but they get on it.
And they just fell down on it that time. That was the best move because, look.
Number 8 makes a big play for Ragland by taking the ball. We'll see Ragland on offense at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Ragland with the score. Parish 21.
Number 3, Ryan Shepard, was disappointed he couldn't get down there on that one again. That's what
He
he
was
trying to
trying
do.
his best to get back down there. Number 9 is the defensive captain for Parish, making a defensive call. That's Marcus Shepard. He's a senior and a very good linebacker, defensive back. Number 90 for Parish in there is Josh Thomas. He's a big senior playing defensive tackle. Parish lines up in a 4-4, looks like. We give it to number 9 on a sweep. Sets it
He's got
inside,
room.
and he's got running room, and he's still going.
Man.
Great run. Great
Big
run
run.
for number 9 for Ragland as he breaks the ball all the way across the 50-yard line to Parish territory at the Parish 44-yard line.
Number 75, Philip Perry ran him down from his defensive lineman position, and he saved a touchdown.
22, Sean Kaiser goes in at defensive end. Number 75 coming out of the ball game for Parish. That's Perry. Good run by the Ragland back.
Yeah, it was. Big run by number 9.
Ragland brings him up. Quarterback's in the wing set with a big fullback. Hand to the fullback in the middle. And get on top of him finally after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. He's
50,
a load.
Yeah, he's a load. Number 52, David Crow was in on the stop there. Tell you what, the only way to tackle a man that big, you got to get him low.
Todd Kitchen's in. He's a senior linebacker for Parish. 22 comes out of the game. That's Sean Kaiser. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Parish 21. Ragland nothing. Ragland on the move. Second down 8.
And off
Number
the
9
big back,
on the
number
wing
9.
back sweep. And he breaks the
He's got
corner,
it.
and he may be in the end zone.
He's
and
in
he
the
is
end zone.
in the end zone for Ragland. It doesn't take him very long to get back, Terry.
No, it don't. Not when
Ragland
you got a back
score.
that can do that.
A great run, about a 35, 40-yard run, and he puts them on the scoreboard quickly here. It's 21-6 at that time. Right now with Ragland going for the extra point.
Tell you what,
Ragland's got the old swinging gate. Here they come.
yeah.
Lining back up for the extra point. 21 Jeholder, 68 is the extra point man.
99 is the sniper.
That's a big fullback.
Yeah.
Snap is back, kick is down. The kick, it looks to me
Oh,
like
man.
it's right through the middle.
They
And
could
it's
kick that to
good.
the highway.
It's 21-7 Parish. We've had 4 touchdowns, Terry,
In the first
in
quarter.
the first quarter of this ball game. Parish leading 21-7. Ragland right back in the game after a big long run. Let me tell you, Terry, about one of our sponsors we got here on the TV 55 Game of the Week, Wayne Gross Pharmacy. He's located at 4-way stop right in Parish. This is a full-service pharmacy. He honors most all insurance carriers. Wayne Gross and his staff are just good old home folks trying to do their job and be your pharmacist. They want to take care of all your pharmacy needs. Go by and see Wayne Gross at Wayne Gross Pharmacy. He's a big supporter of Paris High School football.
Tell you what, that was a big run for the back from Ragland there, Tommy. That put them right back in this ball game. If they could break a couple of runs like this, you know, ball game would be on then.
All right, Ragland kicking off with number 4 Dixon beats the Parish, along with Shepard and Piper.
Both teams seeing the ball down low,
making that good swift kick, making it hard to run back. And there it is. And 25 is right on top of it for Parish.
On the 42-yard line.
Joseph Kidd. Joe Kidd makes the catch, falls on the ball right at the 42-yard line, 43-yard line, we'll call it. First and 10 Parish at the 43-yard line. 3:13 to play in the first quarter of this State High School playoff game. For Parish 21, Ragland 7.
Well, the big thing is nobody wants a big return on a kickoff, so they're trying to keep the ball low to keep anybody, you know, and it works.
Dixon's in the tailback position. Inside handoff to Jeremy Driver. He breaks about 5, maybe 6.
Maybe 6. He broke a tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 21 comes up and makes a good pop on him, but he bounces off, gets another couple of yards. So good run by Jeremy Driver. I know Dixon's made the big runs, but Driver's going to get the inside yardage.
Driver's going to get the inside yardage of what you need there, just real short. So, you know, I've got Jeremy touching the ball already about 8 times already.
6.5, 7 yards for Jeremy. Number 12, Brandon Burnett tops and screens the wide out. Number 9, Mario Shepard is the wing back. Driver, and they give it to Dixon on a sweep, cuts it inside, and runs right into the good tackle by the Ragland defense.
Number 8 again.
He's all over the field. He's made great runs. He's made great defensive plays already. Ragland. He gains about 1 or 2. It's going to be 3rd down. And we'll call it 2.5, 3 yards. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I'm going to 3rd down long 2.
3rd down long 2. Number 10, Jared Cagle is the tight end at the bottom of the screen. 12, Burnett is at the top of the screen as a wide out. Power eye set with Dixon in the deep back. Pitch to Dixon. Cuts it inside, and I believe he got it on that
I believe he got it on the last
third. He may be close. We'll let the officials mark it and tell us what he did, but it's going to be really,
I believe we're going to have to measure it.
And they are going to measure it. Alabama High School Athletic Association, Terry, bringing us this game tonight and allowing us to come and do this ball game. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the action of the players, the coaches, and the spectators are always remembered. Next time you attend a high school game, think about how history will remember you. Choose the side of good sportsmanship. Good sports shows how you play the game. This is a public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
And that was a first down, Tommy.
Great.
Yeah, so Parish has still got the drive alive, got 1:35 left to go. You know, they want to do that because as fast as Ragland scored a while ago, you don't want to give them the ball back right here.
First and 10 for Parish. The ball at the 47-yard line on their own side of the 50 in the Parish territory. Dixon's the tailback, Driver's the fullback. The inside handoff to Driver. They wrap him up after about a 3-yard gain.
I believe that was big number 99 right there had a hold of him, and he'd be a tough man to break loose out of hold. 68. Tackle for
Ragland. It's going to be 2nd down. They're going to give him about 3. It's going to be 2nd down 7. We got 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Score 21-7 Parish. 20 is at the bottom of the screen is the wide out. That's Adam Glasgow, power eye set. Ragland, the fullback. Dixon, the tailback. Piper, the quarterback. And they jump offside again. That's 4 times tonight. Same encroachment penalty. And again, we've got to believe, Terry, that Eric Piper is coming up with a hard count and inflection in his voice and getting the defense to jump.
See, instead of what he's doing right there, he's helping them out in each play, because instead of 2nd and 6 a while ago, now he's got or 2nd and 7, now he's got a 2nd and 2.
2nd down, 2 yards to go for a first down with 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second down 2. Inside the driver, he's got it.
He's got it.
Got it, got
and
it, got it.
more.
Got it. No, no, we don't. No, we don't. Piper has scored, Terry.
I tell you what,
And I'm going to tell you
upset.
what, everybody up here missed that, except the cameraman to my left. I tell you what, I thought Driver had the ball.
I did too. I thought Driver had the ball along with everybody else, and all of a sudden from out of nowhere, here comes Piper around the end.
Terry has a great face, I'm telling you, and a great run by Eric Piper. And I'm sorry, folks. You're going to have to catch that on the replay because we missed that one up here in the booth.
I guarantee you that
Eric
was.
Piper makes a great fake. Driver makes a great fake. And we got the ball on a 30-yard run by Eric Piper, makes the score 27-7. Here's the snap. The kick is in the air.
It's
no
good.
Missed it to the right. The score with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter, Parish 27, Ragland 7.
Tell you what,
Terry, that's one of the best fakes I've seen all year.
That was as good as you'd see anywhere.
Dixon's back in to kick off this time. Let me tell you who's sponsoring these games of the Parish High School playoff games for us. We got Ellis Auto Center Incorporated right across from the Bank of Parish. Parish Amico located at the four-way stop. Sun Supermarket at the four-way stop in Parish. The Bank of Parish, Mark Wilson, his staff, and Wayne Gross and Wayne Gross Pharmacy and all his staff are sponsoring the TV 55 Parish High School playoff game tonight. Thanks to those folks that brings us this game.
That's exactly right. We ask the people of Parish and all the surrounding areas, stop by and see these folks and tell them how much they appreciate it.
Dixon's got the ball laid down on the ground on the 40, waiting for the official to blow it. Here it is, and he's kicking off. It's another squibber, hits a lineman, bounces, and they're on top of it again. That's the 30. 4-yard line. 33 yard line.
Yeah.
It's going to be first and 10 Ragland right there with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ragland with a wide out to the top of the screen. One wing back, two wing backs. Big fullback 99 in the fullback position. And
number 9
on the
again.
sweep. He scored on that play a little
man.
while ago, and he may score again. He's still going. Finally, they knocked him out of bounds. That's about a 15-yard gain, maybe a 20-yard gain.
Number 9, Marius Shepard, and number 3, Ryan Shepard, both was able to hold on to him and pull him out of bounds.
First and 10 for Ragland. Perry's going to have to make a little adjustment, that wing back around the top of the screen, Terry, or they're going to run him to death around there and gain a lot of yardage.
I guarantee he could break one at any given time. Somebody from the corner, where if it be the defensive end, linebacker, defensive back, somebody's going to have to make him turn the corner back into the inside.
Same set, two wing back, fullback in the middle, wide out to the top of the screen for Ragland. Perry defense in a 4-4. And the inside handoff to big fullback, got both arms around that ball.
Yeah,
he gained about 5. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the score. Perry 27, Ragland 7. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter after this public service announcement.
It's springtime in the forest of the black-tailed deer. The young male is feeling playful. It's time for tag. The female flicks her ears. Her way of saying, catch me if you can.
And we're back. Start the second quarter. Parish 27, Ragland 7.
They had a lot of touchdowns, had 5 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Sure did.
We could be busy up here tonight. Second down and 6 for Ragland. Here's
There's
that
number
play
9 again.
Here he comes again.
They
And
cut
he
him inside.
Well, he actually kind of tripped on his own man. Number 73 was out there trying to help him block, and he kind of tripped a little bit.
Well, number 54, Heath Franks, was kindly inside.
He
He helped
too.
a little bit.
So they gained 1 yard on that play and finally stopped that in. Wing back around, we'll call it. It's going to be third down and 4 for Ragland.
It's like a wing version of the old crossbucks, what they're doing there, bringing him around.
Third down and 4, we'll call it. You can see it's right in front of us on the 45-yard line.
Or back. Oh, no,
and they
he's
got
going
him.
down.
My goodness, and we got a flag on the
Oh,
play.
got a face mask.
We got Dixon in there and Driver in there and Cagle in there. All three of them sacking for a big sack, but we're going to have a penalty flag on the play. It's a face mask call against Parrish.
I think it's unintentional.
They didn't mean to. They had him down anyway,
Right.
but you just can't help sometimes where those hands go. That's going to probably
That
be a
should
big
be
one. If
That
it's
should
a
be
big one.
No, I think that's going to be the 5-yarder. I think.
I bet not.
Oh,
You're
okay.
wrong there.
He called it.
He got him for 15. That's going to be a first down. First down, Ragland on the 40-yard line of Parrish.
That's the first penalty against Parrish tonight.
They had him for a sack carrying a big loss. It was third down. They had him a big loss and got the hand on the face mask and jerked him down. So we're going to call it 1st and 10 Ragland at the 40-yard line of Parrish.
And that would have been a good defensive stop.
Right.
That kept the drive alive for Ragland.
There's number 9 on the sweep. Breaks it
Man, he's
outside
quick.
and still going. Gets his first down gain 12 or 13 yards.
Number
1st
7.
and 10 Ragland on 27-yard line.
Eric Piper made the stop, but Parrish has got to figure out a way on their defensive coordinator. They've got to figure out a way to stop that.
They got to stop that play to number 9, or he's going to run and run and run. I don't blame him.
No, I don't either. I would run him every other time.
1st and 10 for Ragland at the 29-yard line of Parrish with 10 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second quarter. 27-7 Parrish after 5 scores in the first quarter. Inside handoff to the big fullback, and he gains 5 or 6 right up the middle of the Parrish defense. I see number 5 getting up. That's Thomas Lake in on that tackle. Second down and 5 for Ragland.
That was the first pass attempt a while ago on that Ragland's attempted tonight.
Number 9, Mark Shepard out here at cornerback playing on their wide receiver. They're in the I backfield this time with the option play down the line. Quarterback keep it inside and a good tackle by Parrish. That's number 5 again, Thomas Lake. Along with some help from other Parrish defenders.
Ryan Shepard was in there helping him there.
Dixon was back there. .43 to go in the second quarter. Third down and 2 for Ragland. Ball down on the Parrish 21-yard line. Ragland comes up to the line. Third down and 1.5 or 2 yards to go. I'd look for a big pullback. Quarterback sneak. He might have got it. It's going to be close.
That's going to be close. It'll depend upon the spot.
Quarterback come up and on the first count just moves the ball forward, and we're going to have a measurement, I'm sure, by the officials.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yep, they're going to call a measurement.
They're going to have to call timeout to measure that.
Here, the Alabama High School Athletic Association believes that athletics and academics go hand in hand. The Bryant Jordan Student Athlete Program supports this concept and awards over $400,000 to 96 student athletes each year. Ask your principal, your guidance counselor, or coach about it. This is a public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association. 1st and 10, Ragland.
Well, that was a big first down. That kept their drive alive again. So that's what they're wanting to do is put it in the end zone right here. This could be
9:07 to go. Second quarter in this first round of the state high school playoffs, 1A division. We're at Parrish, Alabama. 1st and 10 for Ragland. The ball at the 24-yard line of Parrish. They got a slot man to the top of the screen. First time we've seen this tonight. Motion this way. Quarterback keeper on the sweep.
Keeper. He's trying to throw.
And he gets by him and runs out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain.
Well, number 25 there.
Good coverage downfield by Parrish. Had double team on both wideouts who were downfield. Number 10, Jared Cagle, nearly had him in the backfield, but he broke away from Jared and picks about 1 yard up, we'll call it. 54, Heath Franks comes out on defense just a moment. Shepard comes out, and also 25, Joseph Kidd comes out of the ball game for Parrish.
ball on about the 18.
Number 7, Piper, is your quarterback, but he's also playing safety on this Parish defense. Inside to the fullback, and they got him wrapped
got
up,
him
and
that
he still
time, but
gets 2 or 3 yards. Big, strong running back fullback. Number 99 for Ragland.
Tell you what, number 10, Jared Cagle was on the bottom of that pile, and he was just along for the ride until he could get some help there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6, we'll call it, Terry. The ball is at the 14-yard line, just inside the 15. Caught the 14-yard line of Parish. Big play here, Parish defense.
Yeah, I got a 3rd and long 7 right
Got a
here,
wide
long
receiver
6.
at the bottom of the screen and 2 wing backs set. And here's the favorite
There
play.
it is.
They run, and he
I got him.
They
No, they
gets
ain't.
away, and he still gets away and gains about 3.
I'll tell you what, he
Had him wrapped up in the backfield, and he breaks away. He's an awful good runner.
tell you what, he broke the tackle number 73, Darius Gunn, and
That's a big tackle
that's
to
a
break.
big tackle to break right there.
4th down. 4th down, Ragland. And I believe we're going to talk it over, Terry.
Yeah,
we got
they're
a
going to
timeout on
take
the
a timeout
field.
and talk it over. And I don't blame them. I mean, they're trying to put one in the end zone right here.
We're going to talk about it and let Ragland call their plays. Let me tell about one of our sponsors, Terry, who's bringing us this game here at the Parish High School tonight.
We'd like to thank Ellis Automotive Center, here, Donnie and Judy Ellis, for being one of our sponsors. They're right across from Bank of Parish. Phone number to get in touch with Donnie or Judy is 686-9800. If you're looking for a good, clean, quality used car or truck, that's who you need to go see. It's family owned and operated. Donnie's got some specials going on this week that I want to tell you. He's got a 1999 S10 LS pickup sport side for only $69.95. He's got a 95 Mustang V6 automatic, and it's loaded. I've seen it myself for $59.95. He's got a 1994 Mercury Tracer. Real nice automobile. If you're looking for a good work car, it's $28.95. Got a 95 Mustang GT, 5-speed, 5.0 liter. Real sharp car for only $49.95. Got a 1993 Jeep Wrangler, the 5-speed hardtop for $3,500. 1988 Jeep Wrangler, automatic hardtop for only $3,500. Go by and see Donnie or Judy, and we want to thank them for helping sponsor the Parish Tornado.
All right, big play of the game here, Terry. Early in the second quarter, 7:28 to play in the second quarter. It's 4th down and 5 for Ragland. Motion this way, back to pass. He's open. He's got it.
They got him.
But it depends on the spot, and it is going to be so close.
It's right on the marker.
It's going to be so close, Terry.
It's right on the marker.
And I don't. Parrish says he didn't get it, Terry. We just got to wait and see what the official's going to tell us.
I mean,
That
it is so close.
First down. First down. The Parish thought they had it, Terry, on the stop, but it was official got down on his knees.
Yeah, he was on his hands and knees
He
looking,
was
at,
looking
at the spot.
And it was the nose of the football was over the line.
Well, folks, that's when you see where if they tell you it's a game of inches,
It's
it
a
really
game
is.
of inches. First and 10, or is it first and goal? Where are we at here?
Be first and goal. He's
First
right
and
inside
goal.
the 10.
For Ragland. There's number 9 at tailback. They hand it to him, and he breaks a tackle or two and gets inside. Really good running.
He's,
good
I believe
blocking.
he's inside the 5, Tommy.
He is inside the 5. We'll give him about a 5-yard gain on that play. It's going to be second down and goal.
That's the first time we've seen him line up from the straight tailback position.
Second down and goal at the 4-yard line for Ragland. Scores 27-7 Parish with 6:57 to play in the second quarter. Same lineup. Power eye backfield, your big fullback 99 leading the way. Number 9 is at your tailback position. Hand to him again.
He's
Jumps over the
tripped
top,
up.
and he's tripped up by a good tackle by number
10, I believe.
also number 53 for Parish. That's Todd Kitchen. 10 is Cagle, who makes a good tackle. And it's going to be third down and goal to go. He gains a yard on that play. We're going to call it third down 3. Third down 3 for Ragland. 6:22 to go in the second quarter. First round of the high school playoffs. Number 9's at your wingback position. Wide out to the top of the screen. Fullback fullback,
And
fullback,
fullback.
breaks it,
And he did-
touchdown.
yeah, he's there.
Touchdown, Ragland. He's a load to carry.
He
Terry.
sure
He
is.
made a good run, good blocking by the Ragland offensive line, and they get right back in this game. Score 27-13 at this point. 5:59 to play in the second quarter, and Ragland scores again. They've had 6 touchdowns in a quarter and a half.
Tell you what, they keep on this pace. It's got to slow down the second half. If not, we'll be calling touchdowns all night long. It'll be 68-67.
Here's the extra point try by Ragland. Now for Zach, kick is in the air, and looks
he
good to
can
me.
kick.
Kicks it in the gym.
He can kick.
Score 27-14. Ragland works their way right back into this Parish High School playoff game of the week from TV 55. This game is sponsored by Parish Amico, Terry, located at the four-way stop in Parish, open daily. Light groceries, picnic supplies, all your fuel supplies, restaurant serving. Go by and get a good breakfast. I bet you go by there and get a breakfast on the way to work, Terry. Lunch, dinner, Steve's Famous Barbecue. If you want a sandwich or enough to feed a whole bunch of people, you can have it waiting on you right there at the Parish Amico. Folks are saying it's the best barbecue around. You got to go try Steve Barbecue at the Parish Amico. Steve and Diana Tittle welcome you to the Parish Amico, and we thank them for sponsoring the TV 55 Parish playoff game.
Tell you what, we got a football game going on now, Tommy. It's 27-14, 5:59. Let's go in the second quarter. And Ragland showed you that they can score. They can come back on you.
Here's the kickoff. They lay it on the ground like Parish does and kicks the ball off. And it zooms down through there, and we got Dixon with it.
Dixon picking it up.
Down at the third.
And he's got a
25, 30, 35,
He's got
40.
a seam.
Cuts it 45 and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Dixon makes a good run.
Tell you what,
If you let that ball scoot through to your deep back, he can probably pick it up and make a good run out of it. But you don't know which way it's going to hop or turn. That's the reason they kick it that way.
well, that's, you never know. That's the football shape oblong, and that's why you never know which way it's going to bounce.
First and 10 for Parish at the 47-yard line with 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Plenty of time to put another score on the board for the half.
Well, what Parish wants to do is answer that touchdown right here back with a score of their own.
Dixon's your tailback, Driver's your fullback. Inside handoff to Driver.
No,
Nope. I'm not saying that anymore. He done fooled me once tonight.
You never know.
Piper on the keeper. No gain. We'll call him maybe one. He fakes that ball inside the Driver and comes down the line with it, Terry. And Driver makes such a good fake. I thought he had it on an earlier touchdown play of the game. We're going to call it a 1-yard gain. Going to be second down 9 for Parish.
See what, he does a good job of putting the ball in the fullback
Jared
belly
Taylor's
and
the big
pulling
tight
it
end
back
right here's the
out.
bottom of the screen. Power eye set. Shepard and Driver in there, but with Dixon as your tailback.
He nearly got him offside.
Get it to Dixon on the sweep. He gets outside for about 3, maybe 4. We'll call it 3-yard gain. It's going to be third down and 7. Third down and 7 for Parish. Ball exactly on the 50-yard line. 4:54 to play in the second quarter. They strung it out real good that time, Terry. Ragland's right on top of the ball. Made a good defensive play.
Yeah, their defensive end made a good play, and he grabbed a hold of him, and he held on until he got some help over there, till the pursuit helped follow it up.
Number 20, Adam Blasco is wide out to the bottom of the screen. Straight eye set with Dixon in the eye. Driver inside. And he
didn't get there.
Did not get there. It's going to be fourth down.
Yeah.
First time tonight, Parish got to make a decision about punting the ball or going for it. It's fourth down and 3, we're going to call it. Long 3, 4. Fourth down and 4. And it don't look like they're punting.
No, they're not punting.
4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Watch for the hard
Watch
count.
for the hard count to jump offside.
That's what he's going to go up the line
Exactly
to do.
what he's going to try to do this time. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Eye backfield with Dixon in the eye. Driver at fullback. They hand the ball to Dixon outside. Strung it out. Got a flag on the play. He's got his first, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play.
We got a holding call
Got to be a
at
hold.
the 50-yard line. There's timeout on the field for the flag with 3:36 to play, and I believe we're going to get in punt formation for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it had to be a hold. That was from where the flag came from. That's
We're going to move it back 10 yards. Parish will be punting from the 40.
Parish does a good job running their student body left and right, whatever you want to call it. They just bring out a host of blockers. We'll pitch the ball to Dixon and turn him loose.
Fourth down, 18. Parish in punt formation is our first punt of the night for either team. 3:36 to go in the second quarter. We've had 7 touchdowns scored, so Parish in punt formation. And a great kick.
Pretty good punt.
30. Dropped it. He's on top of it, I hope. Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I didn't know if he
down
got
on top
that penalty or not. Got on top of that ball or not. The ball kind of bounced right in front of him, and he falls on the ball. Parish would have had another big break in this game.
Yeah. Number 5 was down.
Thomas Lake.
Thomas Lake, he was right there. If it had scooted away, he was right there to get on the ball.
Ball's on the 20-yard line. First and 10 for Ragland with 3:27 to go in the second quarter. Score Parish 27, Ragland 14. Terry, we need to stop them here. Keep them out of the end zone right before the half.
Yeah, if they score here, this makes this ball game take on a completely different look.
Wide outs and 2 wing backs. Big fullbacks got the hand off the 9, and they got it.
They got him. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
There he is. Big Thomas Franks has got
he
him.
run into Bubba.
David Crow.
Was that David Crow?
David Crow's all over him, Terry.
Yeah, he turned and ran right back into David Crow's arms.
Good tackle by David. Actually lose a couple yards. That's their first loss of the night on a running play. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Second down and 12, we'll call it, for Ragland. The ball's on the 18-yard line of Ragland.
I believe the coaching staff has caught on just a little bit to that wing run there.
Fullback.
Oh, he's got some room.
And runs over a couple of people and picks up about 6.
Piper made the stop that time.
Third down and 5, we'll call it. Picks up 6, 7 yards on the run. It's third down and 5 for Ragland with 2:24 to go in the second quarter. That's a wing back, number 9 at the bottom of your screen. Quarterback takes the ball, hands to the fullback. He breaks outside, but he didn't get there.
He didn't get there.
Somebody made a right around the ankle tackle. That's number 53, I believe. Todd Kitchens, who wrapped him up. It's going to be fourth down and 1.5. Fourth down and 1.
Yeah, they're gonna call it
Fourth
1, a little bit less than 1.
And we're going to see what Ragland's going to do with 1:45 to play till the half.
Of course, my thinking
Stand
here,
there looking
I'm
at it.
too conservative. You punch the ball away here because you give it up. This
1:34, the clock's running. We're going to call a timeout, I believe, when it gets on down here in just a few more seconds. We're going to call, there it is, timeout on the field. Fourth down and 1 for Ragland. Here it's nearly time for the Super 6, Alabama State High School Championship football games. All 6 high school championship football games we played at Birmingham's Legion Field. It's quite an honor for these teams to make their way to Legion Field. That's 2 Super games each day, December 6th through 8th. The college scouts will all be there, the fans will be there, the bands will be there, the cheerleaders will be there, and so should you and I. Get your tickets at any South Trust Bank location or call this number toll-free, 1-866-787-3700, 1-866-787-3700 if you want tickets for the Super 6 championship game.
And I tell you what, folks, if you've never been to Legion Field and watched a football game, that's our high school football game. That is a big honor.
All right, we got a fourth down for Ragland with 1:25 to go. They're coming out after the timeout in punt formation, what they look like they're going to do, but we'll wait and see if they kick the ball off. This will be Ragland's first punt of the night.
Well, defense needs to watch for a hard count from their set man right here, too, because if they can get Parrish jump offside, that keeps their drive alive.
Punt formation for Ragland. Snap is back.
And
It's
it
a
is
good
a punt.
snap. He's punting the ball, trying to aim for the sidelines, and kicks it. And it does. Good job for Ragland. The ball goes downfield to the 36-yard line of Parrish. Good punt. 1:13 to go. Parrish got time for Dixon to break a long one, or Driver to head up the middle on 2 or 3 runs, and Piper to put the ball up in the air or something.
Well, of course, unofficially, Dixon, I've got him with roughly 90 yards already in the first half. So what you'd like to see him do is break a run here.
First down and 10 for Parrish with 1:13 to go until the halftime. 27-14 Parrish leading this ball game. First round of the state playoffs. Tried to get him, but didn't get him that time. Dixon breaks it, cuts it back, and they make a good tackle on him. Gains 4 yards. Trying to weave his way in the middle so he could cut it back. We got a timeout on the field for Parrish to talk it over with 1:03 to go in the game.
Well, what they want to do, they want to try to score. They've got 1 minute and 3 left. They want to try to score here just as quick as they possibly can.
Here we're going to look down here at the Parrish cheerleaders on our screen so we can call all these girls who do a good job leading the cheers for the Parrish Tornadoes. Lily Hill's your captain. She's a senior. Tara Sargent, junior captain. Chris Tucker, Randy Williams, Brittany Jones, Lacey McBee, Marie Coleman, Amari Gunn, Brittany Lake, Amanda Ernest, Cindy Sanders, Kim Jones are your sponsors. Bradley DeFore is your band director, and Amy Harbor is your drum major for the Parish. And there's the band right behind the cheerleaders getting ready to go out on the field. So we are glad to be here at Parish with these good group of cheerleaders and the band. Second down for Parish. Second down and 8. Here's the snap. Nice
It's a
back.
pass.
It's a pass.
No,
He
it's a run.
faked it.
Oh, and
He
he's got the
kicks it.
outside. He's got the corner.
As he gets around number
He's got
3,
the corner.
he gets another corner. He's
And
down
he's
the
gone.
sideline, and
He's
he's gone.
gone.
Oh,
Oh.
good play.
Oh, man, one man.
Game, touchdown, save and run by their little safety, or Ragland safety. Terry, I thought they had him boxed in about the 40-yard line, and he just keeps pouring on the speed and gets all the way down.
Tell you
Parrish
what,
calls timeout on that play also, Terry.
they're trying to score right before
Well,
half.
Dixon, when
That's
you
the main
pitch the
thing.
ball to Dixon, you got a great opportunity to score any
Well, he
time.
attempted to throw a pass. I mean, at first it was going to be a pass, and he pulled it down and
Might
took
have been
off.
a fake, but who knows? But he makes a great run out of it. We got a timeout on the field, and we'll talk about another one of our sponsors right here, Terry. It's Sun Supermarket, located at the four-way stop in Parish. Walker County's best kept secret. Store hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Money orders, MoneyGrams, ATMs, Y vouchers, EBT cards, gas exchange cards. 12 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $5. This is a great buy. Go by and shop at Sun Supermarket, the four-way stop in Parish, for all your grocery supply needs. First and 10 for Parish, Terry. The ball at the 21-yard line of Ragland with 49 seconds to go till the half. Piper's in the shotgun first time tonight.
He's got trips to the right-hand side.
He gets away, runs, gets away, makes a break.
Oh, and he picked up about 7, 8
And
yards.
he's still out. He did not get
Did
out of
not get out
bounds.
of
So
bounds.
we're gonna run it right quick and snap the ball down and try to throw it down and stop the clock.
Yeah,
30 seconds to go, no problem. 30 seconds to go. And he stomps the ball
Yeah, he
down.
spiked it into the
26
ground.
seconds to go. It's going to be third down and 2. 26 seconds to go.
Well, Parrish is trying to score. I tell you what, I didn't get the number of the defensive backs for
I
Ragland that
didn't
made
either.
the stop on Dixon, but it was a shoestring tackle. I mean, he tripped him up. One of the coaches here told us he was an 8th grader.
Playing safety, I guess
Playing
he was.
safety
He
for
was back
Ragland.
in there. He makes a great tackle on Dixon. Dixon was in the end zone. All right, Parrish is coming out right quick with trips to the bottom of the screen. 3 wide out. Driver in the fullback position. Piper in the shotgun. Snap back to Piper. He throws it in the end zone. Overthrown. Had a man, but he overthrew him just a little bit. Good pass. It's fourth down and 2.
Fourth down and
22
2.
seconds.
Main thing you want to do here is get your first down.
We may look at a field goal. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I don't know if their timeouts are gone or not.
I believe they've only called one timeout.
I know they called two.
Okay.
So they may have one left. 22 seconds to play to the half. Score Parrish 27, Ragland 14. Parrish going in. The ball is down on the 14-yard line of Ragland. Fourth down now. 4th and 2.
Jeremy Driver.
Breaks it. That's the first down. And they're going to stop the clock to set it. And we got 17 seconds to go. Jeremy's going to line them up and spike the ball again, Terry. Going to spike the ball and get the clock stopped with 17 seconds to go.
Because just as soon as they set the chains, the clock starts.
And they better hurry up because it's running right now.
Yeah.
15, 14.
No, they're going to run a play.
Back to pass. They're coming. They're
he's coming.
The ball's in the air. It's fumble. It's driver's all over it.
They need to call a timeout quick. Too late.
On
it's over.
One. The half ends on us. They make a good sack by Ragland to stop a Parrish drive. At the end of the half, the first half at Parrish High School, at the end of this quarter, we'll be right back at the start of the third quarter. Look at the bands here at the halftime after this public service announcement. Here at Parrish, Jerry, and we got the Parrish Fighting Tornado Band right behind us here.
Playing right behind us. They really hammering down now.
Score is 27-14 Parrish. We had 6 scores in the first half and nearly 7.
Nearly 7 touchdowns. Dixon nearly broke a run right before half as time was running out. Tell you what, if you'd have told me we'd have come in here and it'd have been this kind of score, and I wouldn't have believed you.
Both teams have playing offense. We had 1 punt each on each one on the defense side of the ball. But early in the ball game, Parrish took this first drive. They had 3 encroachment penalties by Ragland, helped them out some on sides, but Parrish takes that first drive and gets all the way down the field early.
Yeah, Ragland's hurt themselves a couple of times here tonight. They've lost 2 fumbles. They fumbled about 3 times, and they've lost 2 of them, which helped Parrish to score. But I tell you what, Parrish put on an offensive show themselves.
Well, we got Dixon on the outside with his speed gaining about 100. We got him about 140 yards right now to half. And, of course, you got Jeremy Driver just beating him up inside.
Well, I tell you what, and Piper's broke a run for his own self for a touchdown, about a 25-yard scamper. Dixon, like you said, he's attempted rushing attempts is 9 for about a 140. That's unofficial, but Driver's got about 50 himself.
Parrish doing a good job, and they've changed the sets on us. We've seen Parrish a couple of times, but they come out with a Dixon in the wingback set early in the ball game and kind of fooled Ragland a little bit.
Yeah, they sure did. They come out. He didn't touch the ball till about the 6th or 7th play into the drive.
It was all Jeremy Driver and then those offside penalties. And then one of the plays that you heard us announce on the first part of the game is they faked the ball inside the Driver, and we called Driver after about a 5-yard gain, but he didn't have the ball.
No, he did not. That was as good a fake as you'd see anywhere. Piper faked the ball in, stuck it in, and the next thing we know, he's headed down the sideline.
About a 30-yard run for Driver for a touchdown, and all of us thinking Jeremy Driver. So it's a great fake by Piper. Piper's only had about 3 passes attempted, and he's probably 1 for 3. Last play of the game there, he was tackled and had a fumble, but Parrish recovered it. But we've got a great ball game on our hands, and Parrish got to come out and score some more. They cannot stop scoring.
No, they can't stop scoring because Ragland's got a good running back of their own. I mean, he showed that in the first half. He broke a run for about 40, 45 yards down the sideline. So they've got to stop him, plus they've got to score.
They've got to keep scoring, and right now the score is 27-14, and we expect the same kind of scoring in the second half. If Parrish wins this ball game, of course, you people are watching this on our replay on Tuesday night. If Parrish wins this ball game, we'll travel to Cedar Bluff to if they beat Hackleburg tonight.
Right. It's either we go to Cedar Bluff or Hackleburg comes to Parrish.
So we'll make that announcement next week on the TV 55. Be watching Coffee Time all week. Listen, we're back here for in just a few minutes for the start of the second half. The Parrish band right behind us. Hope you enjoy this second half of the Parrish High School Ragland 1A football playoff.
All right, folks. We're back in Parish, Alabama for the state first round of the high school state playoff. 27-14 Parish. We're set to kick off.
Dixon's kicking off. Start the third quarter. It's a squib kick again. Bounce, 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 bounce.
And
bounce out of bounds.
there it is.
There it is. If that thing had taken a left turn, Terry, it'd been inside the 10.
I guarantee you.
But it goes out of bounds, and Ragland gets the ball first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Terry, we had 6 scores first quarter, 5 of them in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter.
I tell you what, both schools putting on an offensive showcase here about taking the ball up and down the field.
They had 1 punt for each side in the first half, and Ragland had a couple of fumbles that Parrish recovered early. Parrish got out in front 14, and Ragland scores again, and Parrish gets up by another 27, and then Ragland scores again. So Ragland's got the ball first and 10 and 35. That's their favorite set right there. 1 wide out, 2 wing backs. Number 9 running his play like he's done, and Parrish gets there.
Yeah,
he gains about 2.
Gained about
Somebody submarined the ball pretty good on the far side. I see Driver over there. I see Penn over there. That's Cagle.
Well, I guarantee you the coaching staff went in and tried to make some adjustments on that run because that's where the guys.
That's the play they got to stop. They stop that play, then they pretty well don't shut down all the offense, but they shut down most of the offense.
No, because they got a big fullback who's still around with the ball.
Number 99 is your fullback. He's about 265, 270. He's a senior and a good running back. He's a load to carry. And they give it to him right there.
Oh,
got him.
me.
Oh, bounce, 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 bounce.
And he's still pushing.
Them legs are going. He gains about 2. He's pumping those legs.
I tell you what, he done what you were supposed to. Let's keep him up. But Josh Thomas, number 9, he met him right there, and he just kept pushing.
And he gains about 3, we'll call it. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Dixon's making your calls on Parrish on the defense. 52, that's David Crow. He made a big, big tackle in the first half for a loss on the Parrish defense. Parrish lined up in that 4-4 with the defensive backs walks up. Looks like a 4-7 defense.
Yeah.
Piper's your safety. Here comes 9 around. Trapped him, he gets away, and somebody gets him under there.
Oh, guarantee.
Somebody knocks those legs out. 90 jumps on top of the pile, and he's a load to get on the pile.
That's number 3, Ryan Shepard.
Ryan Shepard, he knows how to hit you low and hard. And we're going to have our first punt early on in the 3rd quarter as Parrish defense stiffens, and Ragland goes to punt formation, and they show the swinging gait even on the punt formation series, but they come in tight now and get ready for the punt. Dixon, and can't see who the other number is back deep.
I believe number 7, Piper.
No, Piper's at defensive end right here on the screen. We see him. It's a return.
Oh, and it's a bad kick.
He takes a Ragland bounce.
Yeah.
Bounces inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Parrish at the 32-yard line. Parrish's first time to have the ball here in the 2nd quarter.
That ball looked like it was just going straight out of bounds from off. It rolled down his leg.
Let me tell you who's sponsoring this game of the week on TV 55, the Parrish playoffs. Ellis Automotive Center, across from the Bank of Parrish Incorporated. Parrish Amico, Sun Supermarket, the 4-way stop, the Bank of Parrish, and Wayne Gross Pharmacy are sponsoring this playoff game tonight here at Parrish. 1st and 10 for Parrish, 32-yard line. Hand the ball to Dixon on the sweep, cuts it inside, and he gains about 2, maybe 3, and the Ragland defense gets there. Piper comes down to get his call from his coach on the sideline, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Parrish. The ball on the 34-yard line.
Dixon had a big first half, had about roughly 140 yards unofficially in the first half.
Driver had 50 or 60 all up the middle. Number 20 is the top of the screen. That's Adam Glasgow. He's a wide receiver. Number 9, that's Marius Shepard. He's in the slot back at the top of the screen in the I backfield. They run it inside and hand it to Dixon. He makes a cut, makes another cut, and gains about 4.
Yeah. He gets close. He's about a yard short.
3rd and 1.5 to 2 yards for Parrish. 8:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Parrish leading this ball game 27-14. We're going to call it 3rd and 2. Number 12, Brandon Burnett in the game for wide receiver for Parrish. Number 54 is your center for Parrish. That's Heath Franks. He brings him up. Piper is your quarterback. Give it to
Student body right.
Student body, and
He's
they
first
mark it
down.
right. It's going to be close here. Look at the mark.
Well, now I
really
disagree with
close.
that. I disagree with that mark there. I mean, I was
He gave it
watching
to
this.
him automatic. He gave it to him first down. I thought he was going to mark him back a little bit, but he did not. 1st and 10 for Parrish. Ball on the 44-yard line of Parrish. 73, Darius Gunn, senior offensive tackle for Parrish. 54 is Keith Franks, your senior center for Parrish. Same set. High backfield, Driver inside pitch.
No, Piper's got
Piper's got it on a quarterback keeper and gains 3.
Tell you what, he does the best job of disguising the handoff into the fullback that I've seen.
Jerry, the first half, he completely faked me off. I thought Driver had the ball. I was calling the play, and Piper's running down the sideline for a touchdown. And,
Well, you got to give Driver credit too. He carries his fake out like he's supposed to.
It's going to be 2nd down 8 for Parrish. Ball on the 46-yard line of Parrish. 20 is at the bottom of the screen. That's Adam Glasgow. Number 9, Shepard, is at your wingback position. Takes the ball, Driver inside, makes a cut, makes another cut, first down.
First down.
That's the way Driver does it, right there. Good blocking by the offensive line for Parrish.
Well, I tell you what you do in that situation, Tommy. They keep handing the ball inside.
They're going to call it a yard short, Terry. I had him with the first down.
Well,
3rd down 1.
I was going by where the ball was instead of where they're calling where his knee went down.
3rd down 1 for Parrish. Number 12 at the bottom of your screen. That's Brandon Burnett. Number Shepard's in motion to the top of the screen. Inside. Still going.
Hey, Dixon
Still going.
picked up about 10.
35-yard line. 10, 12-yard gain.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 12 because there was every bit of that.
Dixon on 3rd down and 1 makes a big run because that offensive line blew off the ball and blew Ragland back. 1st and 10 for Parrish at the Ragland 36-yard line. David Crow, Todd Kitchens, Heath Franks, Darius Gunn, all blocking up front. Cagle at tight end. Jeremy's got it, tripped,
Oh,
and
man,
he's still going.
he's still
trying
going.
to rip that ball out of his hands, but he holds on after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Five-yard gain they give him. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for Parrish with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We've had no scores here, Terry, in the 3rd quarter. Kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah, it's not near as explosive as it was in the 1st quarter.
Right now, in the 1st quarter, we already had 3 scores. 2nd down 5 for Parrish. Driver inside, got blocking by Cagle. He's still going on his feet and gets the first down.
Yeah,
He's going to give him 10 to 12 yards on that run by Driver. 10-yard gain. First down for Parrish. The ball's inside right on the 20. We're going to say it's the 21. 21-yard line of Ragland. Parrish going in with 5:44 to play in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know exactly what Jeremy Driver weighs, but pound for pound, he's as tough as anybody that's on the field. He
Number
plays
3
hard.
is Dixon's taking a break, and number 3 is in at tailback. They give it to Driver, though. Bounces off one, and they get to him
Good.
every time. Good tackle by the Ragland defense.
Yeah, number 33, it looked like, made a heck of a stop right there. He made him
Driver
right.
still running the ball well. He gains 3. Dixon's in. Shepard's out for Parrish. 7 is in for Parrish. That's Eric Piper, your quarterback, making the call from the coach on the sideline. 54, Heath Franks, your center, bringing him up. In motion, Shepard this way.
I don't know what that.
Dixon is caught for no gain or a 1 yard.
Yeah,
gain.
maybe 1, maybe no gain.
Loses a yard. They're marking him back a yard from where he was. In fact, he lost 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 9 for Parrish. 4:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Parrish leading this ball game 27-14. Big play, Terry. 3rd down and 9 for Parrish. Ball on the 20-yard line, 21-yard line of Ragland. Need a score here in the 3rd quarter. Parrish got the ball, Piper back to pass. Got him.
He got his man.
And he breaks the tackle. He may have a first.
I believe
Terry.
he's got it.
I know
believe
he
he's
does.
got it.
It's 1st down. Good catch by number 20, Adam Glasgow, and a good pass by Piper. He threw it a little high, but Glasgow goes up and pulls it down. He gains about, it's going to be 1st and goal. He gains about 15 yards on the pass, so it is 1st and goal for Parrish. The ball is on the 9-yard line.
Yeah,
Ragland going in. Here, this is a big score for Parrish early, here in the 3rd quarter if they get this ball in the end zone. Driver inside. Bounce off.
And he bounced off.
Driver still going.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Jeremy Driver. 9-yard run puts Parrish up by 6 more here in the 3rd quarter. The score right now, 33 with an extra point coming up. And that's the way Jeremy Driver runs the ball.
That's exactly what he does. He'll bang you, he'll bang you, and then he'll break a tackle.
Good blocking by the Parrish offensive line.
Yeah. He just he's a real slippery runner. He's not that big, not
Parrish scored for 2, scored 33-14. And we got a flag on somebody or something, so we're going to look at it. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, I believe. I'm not sure what that call was. Legal substitution. I got somebody helping me up here. A legal substitution. Parrish going for 2. Piper brings him up. Glasgow at the bottom of the screen. Got a power high backfield with Dixon in the backfield as the tailback. Shepard at the inside to give to Dixon right there, and he drives it in the end zone. 2 points, Parrish. We'll take a commercial break right here and tell you who is bringing you the Parrish High School Ragland Game of the Week here on TV 55.
All right, we'd like to thank Ellis Automotive Center here in Parrish, right across from the Bank of Parrish, being one of the sponsors. Phone number there to get in touch with Donnie or Judy is 686-9800. They keep some clean, quality used cars and trucks. It's a family-owned and operated business. Donnie's got some specials going on this week I'd like to tell you about right quick. He's got a 1999 S10 pickup sport side for only $69.95. Got a 1994 Mercury Tracer, real nice car, $28.95. 95 Mustang GT at $49.95. Go by and see Donnie or Judy, and we'd like to thank them for helping sponsor the Parrish Tornadoes.
All right, Dixon's kicking off for Parrish. Score 35-14 Parrish with 3:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dixon squibs it off down through there, hits the ground, bounce. He's got it right there and hit it up the middle of the field. Breaks away, and breaks away again. Ball
and
is
the football
loose,
come loose. Parrish got the ball.
My goodness, what a break. Ragland has won 3 plays in this quarter, Terry, and punted. And Parrish had the ball the rest of the time, and now they get a chance to get the ball back, and they fumble the kickoff. Parrish is right back on offense.
Number 9, Marius Shepard, in on that fumble right there, picked it up. But that's what that right there has hurt Ragland more than anything.
They had 2 fumbles in the first quarter. One of them on a kickoff that gave Parrish a score, and now they've fumbled the ball again. You can't do this against this Parrish offensive team, Terry. You can't keep them on the field.
No, you can't. You can't keep giving them a chance to score.
Number 5's in at fullback. Jeremy Driver gets the break. Lake's in at fullback. They fake it, or give a reverse, and boom,
Ryan
here
Shepard,
they are.
Yeah.
That reverse did not work.
That one didn't work.
Ryan Shepard was the wingback coming around, and
I thought I saw a flag go down.
Play.
There is a flag down on the flag.
There is a flag.
There is a hold.
Holding against Parrish. I'd decline that thing. It's 3rd down and about 15 or 16. Let's see what they do.
So see, it's a loss, so it'd be a second down and 15.
They need the ball. They don't need to give Parrish another 1st down call. They're doing it, though. They're backing them up 10. I'm going to tell you what, one pitch to Dixon to pick that up. First
Well,
down
that's,
and
you know.
25. First down and 25 for Parrish. The ball is on the 46-yard line of Parrish. 3:31 to go in the third quarter with Parrish leading this game 35-14. Parrish scores, kicks off, Ragland fumbles on the kickoff, and Parrish recovers. And here we go with first and 25 after a holding call. Here's the pitch I was talking about.
Right. He's got student body, and he's got
and he
some
has
room.
got the 15, and now he's got the
Oh,
4.
look at here.
And now he's got
Look
the
at here.
4.
Look at here.
First down.
There's the first down.
First down right
That's
there.
just exactly just
That's what
what
I
we're
said,
talking about.
don't take the penalty. Take the play. Keep the ball out of his hands. Great run. Tony Dixon, give him
Give him 186 is what I got,
186
Tommy.
yards, unofficial, with 1 quarter to play.
That's not a bad average. He's only touched the ball rushing attempts about 14 times.
All right, number 12 is at the top of the screen. That's Brandon Burnett. Piper brings him up. Driver's back in the game, and he's got the ball. Dixon's leading the blocking. And they get Driver that time. A good tackle by the Ragland defense.
Yeah,
number 9
9.
is in there, number 58, making a good tackle by Ragland.
Number 9, that's the big back from Ragland who's rushed the ball real good.
He picks up 4. I didn't think he had that much, but he did work his way for 4 yards. It's second down and 6 for Parrish. Ball's inside the 30 down to the 24-yard line of Ragland. Jerry Parrish had the ball except for 3 plays this whole quarter.
Yeah, this whole they've
Parrish
used the
ran
whole
the ball
second quarter.
Ragland had the ball 3 plays and a punt. Fake. He's open.
He's got a man.
Open,
That's Driver.
and he may score, Terry.
And he will score.
Touchdown, Parrish. What a play by Jeremy
He will
Driver
score.
and Eric Piper who hits him with that pass. And Driver makes another run and a half of a run. Eric Piper with a 24-yard touchdown pass from Eric Piper to Jeremy Driver. Jeremy scores his second one in the third quarter to put this game at 41-14 with an extra point coming up. Great pass, great run.
Yeah, that's only the third completion he's had. Of course, he hasn't attempted but 5 passes here
Here's
tonight.
extra point. The kick is up.
And
it
it
looks to me
looks
like
good.
it's right down the middle, and it is. It's 42-14 Parrish with 2:07 to go in the third quarter. Terry, this game is brought to you by Parrish Amico. It's located at the 4-way stop down in Parrish, Alabama. Steve and Diana Tittle are the owners. Go by and see them for all your fuel needs, your grocery needs, your picnic supplies. Restaurant open, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Especially there is Steve's Famous Barbecue. If you just want a sandwich or enough to feed a whole party, you got it waiting on you at the Parrish Amico, located at the 4-way stop in Parrish. Go by and see Steve and Diana and tell them you thank them for sponsoring the Parrish High School playoff games. They're going to follow Parrish all the way through the playoffs.
That's right.
Looks like, Terry, that if Parrish pulls this out and Cedar Bluff wins, we'll be up at Cedar Bluff next week.
But if Hackleburg wins,
We'll be here.
we'll be here.
So you'll have to listen to TV 55 and the Sports Network. It's a kickoff. And
that's
kicked
what
it, and that's what they're
bounce
trying
around.
to do right there. Bounce that thing around. Ragland's got it. And he is holding on for dear life, and he gets up to the 38-yard line. 1:58 to go in the third quarter with Parrish leading 42-14.
That hurt a while ago, the fumble on the kickoff return. That's just exactly what they went on. And he had made a real good return, had the ball over the 40-yard line. And somebody from Parrish came in from behind, knocked the ball loose.
Jerry, you give the ball to Driver inside, you give it to Driver inside, you give it to Driver inside, then you pitch the ball Dixon
Outside.
And your defense has got to be ready at all times.
And then all of a sudden the coaching staff calls a pass play.
Right. First and 10 Ragland, the ball at the 38-yard line of Ragland. Score 42-14 Parrish. Number 9's got the ball, 5 yards maybe. Parrish defense swarms him up.
Number 10 getting us off the bottom.
That's Cagle.
And, of course, number 3, Ryan Shepard, he's got a nose for the ball. He was right in on the bottom on
Dixon
that
comes
section.
out, takes a break in his linebacker position. 53 on the sideline. Todd Kitchens taking a break over here on the sideline on defense. Getting some young kids in for Parrish. Get them some playoff history. There's your big fullback.
Oh,
And they stack him
they
up.
stacked
First
him up
time
that time.
tonight. First time tonight they stack him up.
First
They've already blown it dead.
Yeah. Our big number 90, that's Josh Thomas.
Boy, that's a big one on a big one
That's
with Josh
two
Thomas.
big men.
He gained 2 yards on top of all of that, Terry. 3rd down 3 for Ragland. Third down 2 for Ragland. 44 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Wingback sets left and right. Big fullback in the middle. Quarterback takes the snap, hands the fake to 9 on this way. Back to pass, got a man open, got him.
Got him.
First down. That's their first completion, I think. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that is correct. That's their first completion on the night.
1st and 10 for Ragland.
But a good
Ball
call.
across the 50. It's a 47-yard line of Parrish.
I tell you what, this 3rd quarter has been a quick one. It's
It is
nearly
moved
gone.
on. 20 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Ragland 1st and 10 at the Parrish 47. Got an eye backfield. And we got a timeout on the field. Officials. Nope, we've got a Ragland timeout. No, Parrish.
Parrish timeout.
defense. Parrish defense takes a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout right here with them. Let me tell you, Terry, about the Alabama High School Athletic Association. The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of the players, the coaches, and spectators are always remembered. The next time you attend a high school football game, think about how history will remember you. Choose the side of good sportsmanship. Good sports shows how you play the game. This is a public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
I tell you what, they do a good job, Tommy, as far as like playoffs across the state. There's a lot of teams that goes into the playoffs, as we're very well aware.
They're playing all over the state. Last night, I think they had about 8 games.
Right.
And, tonight they play the other regular games. Half the teams in the state playoffs will be out after this week.
And everybody's going after one big goal, and that's to play either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday at Legion Field in Birmingham.
We get all the ones together, and of course we're pulling for the Parrish Tornadoes to go all the way through, and we're going to follow them all the way through the playoffs. 1st and 10 Ragland, 47-yard line of Parrish. Deep handoff to tailback. Good run. 7 yards.
About 7 yards.
That's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter, Terry, with the score. Parrish 42, Ragland 14. We'll be right back after these messages.
You'd never know it on the battlefield, but nearly half of today's military are National Guard and reservists. However, they can't answer our nation's call without their employer's support. If you're an employer, visit esgr.org and find out how to do your part. After all, their response depends on yours.
And we're back. Start of the 4th quarter, 42-14.
2nd down 4, long 5 for Ragland. Back to pass. Got a man over the middle.
And he was open. But if he'd have handed the ball to number 9 that time, Tommy, he had a opening. He could have took that ball all the way to the end zone.
Of course, they're trying to get some scores here quickly. They're behind 42-14, and that was a good call.
Yeah, it was a real good call.
Overthrew his wide receiver who was open.
Yeah, he had a step on the defensive back. Big 3rd down right here.
3rd down 5 for Ragland.
Oh, and he fumbled it. He fumbled it.
I think the quarterback's back on top of it.
No, number 9 came in and got on top of it. Yeah, quarterback.
That was a big play because it makes it 4th down and 9 now. When they had a chance, the opportunity to get their 1st down, the fumble on the play makes it 4th down, and we're going to see what they're going to do.
That hurts. That's
all for early in the 4th quarter, but I believe they're going for it.
Well, you've got to have some points here to try to get back in, and of course.
Yep, they're lining up. They got to have some scores. 4th down and 9 for Ragland. They got even moved the fullback out here as wide receiver, Terry.
He
tried to throw it. He does complete
He
it.
completed to the
And he
fullback.
fumbles it
Oh,
and
and
pitches it.
he pitched it. Parrish
recovers.
got it.
And they're just trying to make a score, Terry. I don't blame them. They got to do something. It was
There's a
fourth
penalty
down.
flag down.
It was a lateral, what he
It was
did.
a
He
lateral,
called
yeah.
forward lateral is what he did. They just had to do something to get that first down. I don't blame them for pitching the ball
I don't
around
either.
because it's a forward lateral is what it is, and it's going to be Parrish ball.
Well, he was trying to, he was trying to make something happen. I can understand that because he was going to be short of the first down.
Right. The quarterback, when he started to throw it, it slipped out of his hand.
Yeah.
And it kind of disrupted the play. And it was going to be a quick pass to the wide receiver. And 99 was going to be leading the play down the field. And I believe if he could have thrown the ball, they'd have picked up big yardage.
Yeah. If he could have got the ball away. Of course, there was some good. I didn't see Houston Parrish was in the backfield on the quarterback, but he heard his throw.
All right, they're still discussing what the play is going to be. The officials trying to get the ball from the young man who's got the ball. Out there trying. Now we're getting the right ball in the right hands. Okay. Parrish declines the penalty and takes over on downs. It's first and 10 for Parrish. The ball at the 49-yard line. Here, that could have been a breaker right there. That could have been a breaker.
That
Especially
hurt.
if Parrish scores on this drive. Piper's on the center, taking the ball from Frank. Deep handoff. Got him.
Shepard.
Good tackle. Number 2 for Ragland making that tackle in the backfield along with 58, who's 58 has made a bunch of tackles for Ragland tonight.
I guarantee you he has.
Number 2. Number 3, Ryan Shepard, running the ball for Parrish. No gain, we'll call it. It's going to be second down 10. Parrish got a lot of youngsters in there now, Terry.
Yeah, they're playing the good
22
many.
is in at tight end. New centers in the game. We'll get these numbers for you in just a minute. Ooh, another good tackle.
Thomas Lake running the ball.
Thomas Lake picks up about 4. Thomas Lake, a 10th grader, playing in the fullback position for Jeremy Driver.
Well, you got Jeremy out, Dixon out.
Dixon's out. Cagle's out. Piper goes in, gets a call from the coach, and headed into the game to make the call. Third down 6, we'll call it, for Parrish. 9:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Parrish in charge, 42-14. 22 is your tight end down here. That's Sean Kaiser. Deep handoff to Shepard.
He's got his first down.
At the corner.
He's
got his first down.
Good run by Ryan.
That's a 10-yard run, Ryan Shepard. He got some speed.
Yes, he does.
Number 12, Brandon Burnett, down there blocking for him, along with number 62, leading the charge. That's Daniel Wires. Daniel's a junior, be back next year. Number 20, Adam Glasgow in the wide receiver. Number 12, Brandon Burnett is out. Both of those guys will be back again next year.
And the big man, Dixon, be back.
First and 10, Perry. 9:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Eye backfield. Reverse.
Oh, reverse.
And he could
And
score.
he's got some room.
But number 3 makes the play. Number 3 to make
Number
a great
3 made
play.
a fine defensive
That's a
play.
good defensive play on Ragland's part. Number 3.
It looked for just like a minute that he had plenty of room, and then all of a sudden number 3 closed the gap. Good
They had
defensive
Piper
play.
wrapped up in the backfield.
I
He
know.
still gets the pitch off and turns the corner and picks up 6 yards, we'll call it. Glasgow was running the ball. Number 20, Adam Glasgow on a flanker reverse. Quarterback takes the ball down the line and pitched it to the flanker. He picks up 6. 8:35 to go in the game. Inside the lake, and he busts it forward for
close.
about 3 or 4 yards.
He's going to be real close to another first down. Thomas Lake runs
the
ball
ball.
good.
62 leading the blocking. That's Daniel Wires. And they're going to measure right here. Going to measure the game. Here, while they're measuring, Terry, let me tell you about one of our sponsors, Sun Supermarket at the four-way stop in Parrish. Walker County's best kept secret. 12-pack Pepsi products, 2 for $5. You can get money orders there, MoneyGrams, ATM card, get your vouchers. Stores open for good hours. So, Chop Sun Supermarket at Parish, Walker County's best kept secret. And we thank Sun Supermarket for sponsoring the Parish High School playoff games here on TV 55. First and 10 for Parish with 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Piper takes the snap. Fake.
He fished his Shepherd, and it's
boom.
Oh, and they got it.
They got it, and if they pick it up, they score, but he falls on it.
Yeah.
Ragland makes a big play on defense. Shepherd is trying to pick the ball up and go with it. Ragland recovers at the 44-yard line. First and 10, Ragland. That's, I believe, I'm not sure, but that's the first fumble of the night for Parish.
That's the first fumble of the night. That's correct. You know, second half, Tommy, has been pretty well penalty-free.
Penalty-free, and the clock has been running a lot of running
Yeah.
both ways. First and 10 for Ragland at the 42-yard line of Ragland. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Parish leading 42-14. Fumble the ball,
Quarterback fumbles,
and he falls on it. I tell you, they get a break, and they just lose 8 yards on a quarterback drops the ball.
Yeah,
The word is self-destruct. I guess that's the word.
Yeah, they've hurt themselves. That's the sixth
good.
fumble for them tonight. They've lost 3 and kept 3, but that hurts when you lose
Parish
about
got a lot of young kids on defense now, trying to get them some experience for next year's playoff team. Second down, 15, we'll call it, for Ragland. Deep handoff to number 3, and they got him in the backfield.
Got him in the
Gains a
backfield.
yard.
That's number.
And we got a flag on the play down here. Late flag comes in.
That's number 44, Brandon
Number
Bailey, a
77
ninth grader.
goes in. We hadn't called his name. That's Raymond Weldon. He's a freshman, Terry, going in the ball game for Parish.
Well, that was a freshman that made the stop, Brandon Bailey, right there.
We got a 15-yarder against Ragland. We got a late hit, I believe, against Ragland. I'm not sure what the call is. It was down around the safety position. Somebody running downfield trying to block, and we may see what Parish is going to do here as far as the call. They're going to mark it off.
Brandon coming out. He's the one that made the stop. And also,
Brandon Bailey, another ninth grader. He's going back in now.
Well,
he's going right back in the game, and they're bringing out number 5, Thomas Lake. Let Brandon get in there. Brandon Bailey, a ninth grader, and get him on some defense here.
Well, number 85, Paul Patrick, another ninth grader, went running into the ball game just now.
Will who's in at defensive end. He is also a freshman, a ninth grader for Parish, playing here tonight, getting his playing time in. 7 minutes to go in the game, 42-14, and it is third down and 30. Reverse, number 3, he dropped it, picked it up, and boom. Man,
But he can move.
He can move. He gained 12 yards just like that.
I mean, he can turn it on.
8th grader, they tell me, running the ball for Ragland. And he's got plenty of quickness. Fourth down and 20.
I'm trying to tell who made, I believe Antonio Jackson made that stop.
Fourth down and 20. Number 12, Brandon Burnett, 11th grader, is calling the defensive Parish right now. Number 27, Kevin Johnson, another freshman, another ninth grader, in for Parish. Number 25 is back deep. That's Joe Kidd. He is also a ninth grader. He's back to return the punt. It's Ragland punt. Here's the snap. It's a flag on the play. Joe Kidd's going to let it hit and go because we got a flag. I don't know what the flag is. We'll let the officials tell us. Good punt for them. Ball's down inside the 30, but we're going to see what this penalty flag is about. Legal procedure against Ragland. And I am assuming we're going to make him kick it again.
Yeah, I would. I'd take it back, make him punt again. That's one of the ones that you hope you can gain some field possession out of that.
While they're discussing that penalty, Jerry, the Bank of Parish, Mark Wilson and his staff, founded 1919, located 6186 Highway 269 in Parish, is a sponsor of the Parish High School playoff team. Phone is 686-5076. They can give you all the loans you need, and right now, with the interest rate down is when you need to make your personal auto real estate loan. They do checking, bank cards, fixed deposit, ATM. Go by and see Mark Wilson and his staff at the Bank of Parish. We thank the Bank of Parish for sponsoring the high school parish playoff game. 4th down, 25. Joe Kidd back deep to Parish. Good snap. Ball is snapped back. Joe may get this one. He goes. No, he backs away from it. He gets a good roll, ends up the same place as that while ago. Ball's at the 33-yard line. First and 10 Parish.
Gained about 7 yards off of that. Backing them up 5. You picked up about 7 yards. Oh.
Parish takes the ball with 5:43 to go. Score 42-14 Parish.
I believe we'll see a new quarterback this time. I believe Piper saw his life acting. I'm sure
he's on the sideline. I see number 7 on the sideline down here.
Dixon and Driver and everybody else is
on
out.
The sideline. Marius Shepard's in at your wing back.
Number 6, Rowdy Wade, is the quarterback. Tommy, a ninth grader.
He jumps him, but let's see what he does. Deep handoff.
Oh, and he got it off to Shepard.
Shepard's outside.
Oh, and
we got a holding call. I saw it from up here.
Yeah.
We got a holding call on number 68. Ragland was the one who was being held by the Parish offensive lineman, so we're going to back this one up 10 yards from the point of the foul, which makes it a 15-yard penalty. 5:35 to play. 42-14.
And it was a good run by Shepard.
Well, the reason he made the good run is they were holding him, and he couldn't get outside the tackling because somebody was holding on the play. We're going to back it up. It's going to be first down and 21.
Well, it's good to see that they can get some of the younger kids in, let them get a little playing time, because they may have to help you somewhere down the road in this playoff.
All right, first and 20, we'll call it, for Parish. Ball on the 25-yard line. Power eye backfield. Pitch to Shepard.
Same play to the opposite side, and look at here.
He gets his first down and more, Terry. He can motor.
I tell you what, he can pick him up and set him down, Tommy.
He is a 10th grader, and he turned the speed on when he hit that corner and picked up 25 yards.
I tell you what, he can run.
Number 85 is in the ball game. Paul Patrick. If Paul Patrick weighs 100 pounds, I'm with you, Terry. He is in.
I guarantee.
Paul Patrick, number 9, is in. Here he comes. Here he comes this side. I want the camera to get number 85 right here by this official. The official's a lot bigger than he is, but he is a ninth grader football player at Parish right here. And they're back to throw it.
They're going to throw it to
Paul over his head and intercepted by 12. And he keeps his feet. He's still on his feet inside the 40-yard line. They're trying to get the ball to Paul Patrick, let Paul make a catch in the ball game to it just a little high.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paul is his number 85, and I believe he weighs 85.
That's about right, Terry. You got it right. But we're glad to call his name out here tonight. I know his mom and daddy and Grandma are glad to see him playing a little bit. And we're just glad our sponsors are bringing this game for us tonight, who can let us talk about these kids down here at Parish.
That's exactly right. That's of course, you got some good tradition here at Parish High School, and
they put number 85, Terry, at nose man. Paul Patrick is in at nose man over that center. Look at this. Look, my goodness. Wow. I believe he got.
But I tell you what, you talk about making a kid.
He's in on the play.
You talk about making a kid tough.
He's having. Don't take him out, Coach. I know we're having a lot of fun here. It's 42-14 with 4:40 to go. Parish leading in the first round of the state playoff game. If Cedar Bluff wins, we'll be at Cedar Bluff. If Hackleburg wins, we'll be playing here at Parish next week. Number 9 is your running back. Bounce, and gets his first down and more.
Yeah.
He's a good runner.
He's a very good running back. I don't know if he's a senior, junior.
Senior running back.
But I tell you what, he has.
They told me that, talking to some of the coaches up here, they told me he's blind in one eye, Terry, but he sure makes he's a great athlete.
He sure
he's
is.
Taking himself out right now after that good run. All right, it's 1st and 10 for Ragland. The ball is on the 16-yard line of Parrish. Quick pitch to number 3. Got blockers out front. Boom.
Oh, big.
That was some kind of block there by
Sure
58.
was.
I don't know who blocked who.
Tell you what, that was a good block. And the running back from Ragland that time is an 8th grader. So
Number
he's getting,
2. Second down, I'm sorry. He gains 8 yards. A lot of young kids playing tonight. A lot of young kids. Ragland was 6-3 with a forfeit, which would have been 7-3, and then they're going to end the year here 7-4. A good year for Ragland. 3's got the ball again. He's outside, and he doesn't get in.
No,
good tackle, number 20. Adam Glasgow makes the tackle for Parrish, keeps him out of the end zone. 3:26 to play in the game, the clock running.
Number 80, Antonio Jackson, another 9th grader, was also in helping Glasgow on that stop.
Ball's inside the 5, Terry. It's 1st and goal.
Well, it's touchdown for Pride here. You trying to put one in.
Got a pass inside. There he is.
And he's got him.
Got
Touchdown.
him. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ragland.
That was a good throw and catch that time.
42-20 with extra point coming up. Throw and catch for Ragland puts them on the board here late in the 4th quarter. Parrish leading at this point, 42-20 with extra point coming up.
One of the coaches up here told us that was the first touchdown that the boy from Ragland had ever scored, so congratulations to him.
Maybe he'll get some more. All right, Ragland going for the extra point and score 42-20 right now with 3:06 to play in the ball game. Parrish has had an opportunity here to play a lot of kids, and that's good for everybody. Kick is so
he
good.
missed it.
Off to the right.
That's the first one he's missed tonight. I believe he slipped. Looked like he slipped
We'll be
trying to
right
attempt
back
to
for
kick
the
the
rest
ball.
of this game right after this public service announcement. Kicking off. They squib it, and it's hit by Jeremy, and he's on top of it.
Yeah, Jeremy's right on top of it.
Jeremy Driver recovers the ball at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Parrish with 3 minutes to play in the game. Here we saw a lot of offense early in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, it slowed down. Unofficially, I've got Parrish with about 300 yards of offense. Rushing, I got Dixon with about 186 to 190. Driver had about 90 yards. Piper had about 40 yards, and then Ryan Shepard's come in here in the last quarter, and he's picked up about 30, 40 yards. So, unofficially with about 320 yards of offense. So
Number 6 is your quarterback for Parrish right now.
that's Rowdy Wade, 9th grader, Tommy.
He hands the ball off, and he fumbles, and 52's on top of it for Parrish. Well, we got a little jawing going on with all the
number
players
58.
here. That's a little bit late
number
in the game.
3, good no call.
Yeah, just let them
play.
talk it over and get on out of here. The clock's still running. That's good news for everybody.
Of course,
58 has made the big tackle in the backfield,
Right.
and he's played a good game for Ragland tonight. He's made a lot of tackles for Ragland. Glasgow, number 20, is at the top of the screen. Number 6, Rowdy Wade, 9th grade quarterback in for Parrish right now. And they pitch it to number 3, Shepard, and 57
And
got
57's got him.
Loss of about 10, maybe 12 yards. .157 to go in the game. Game getting a little sloppy here at the end of the game. Ragland knows they're losing. Parrish knows they're winning, and a lot of young kids playing. So, but Parrish advances to the 2nd round of state playoffs.
Play the winner of the Cedar Bluff Hackleburg.
Glasgow is coming to the wide out at the bottom of the screen. Rowdy Wade is the quarterback. Inside handoff to Lake. He gains about 3.
Yeah.
It's 1:18 to play. The ball is going to be 4th down. It's punting time for Parrish.
Well,
I believe this is their first punt in the second half.
Yeah, I believe it is too.
They had one
Tommy?
punt in the first half and one punt here in the second half. There's 1 minute to play in the game. Dixon's back in punt formation for Parrish.
Well, I was hoping Parrish would get to put my little man Paul Patrick back in one last
Paul
time.
got in, had a pass thrown to him, and also played a little nose guard on defense. So we're proud of Paul Patrick, number 85, freshman for Parrish. And he weighs less than 85.
Yeah.
We're going to let the clock run down and take the penalty here, Terry. There it is. Got the flag for delay of game on Parrish. And let the clock run all the way down. And take the 5-yard penalty, then punt with about 38 seconds to play in the game.
Well, it's been, of course, it's been a good ball game. Both sides have played real good. It's been a real good, clean ball game.
Now we've got a timeout on the field for Parrish, so we'll take this timeout to tell you about our sponsors who sponsor this TV 55 game of the week. Wayne Gross Pharmacy, located at the 4-way stop in Parrish. Full-service pharmacies, hires most insurance carriers. Wayne Gross and his staff are good home folks who want to take care of your pharmacy needs. Go by and see them. Bank of Parrish, Mark and all of the staff at the Bank of Parrish want you to come by and see them for all of your loans, personal loans, business loans. Sun Supermarket, the 4-way stop. Best groceries, money orders, whatever you need, go by and see the good folks. Sun Supermarket at 4-way stop in Parrish. Parrish Amico, get some of Steve's famous barbecue at the Parrish Amico. Buy your gas there and your needs there. And Ellis Automotive, go by and see them for clean quality used cars. Ellis Auto Center Incorporated, across from the Bank of Parrish. Thank you, folks, for sponsoring the TV 55 Parrish Game of the Week. Dixon gets an awful good punt off. He's got it. Breaks the tackle, and then he's down at the, and a flag comes in late. I thought, I didn't see. No, maybe not.
No flag.
28 seconds to play. Ragland's ball, 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line of Ragland.
There's my man Paul going back in.
Paul's
Looks like he's
going to
going
play
in.
a little linebacker this
Yeah,
time.
he's going to
He
get
played
out
a little nose man a while ago, and now he's back in here at linebacker.
Going to play him in a little bit of middle linebacker.
He's moved Mr. Ref so we can see Paul. All right, now this is a setup. This is a mighty fine setup on defense, but now we got a timeout
On the officials.
No, Parrish called another timeout.
Oh, Parrish called timeout.
Our defense just quiet and wasn't set. The 28 seconds to play, going to call them over and get it straight.
Tell you what, it's been a good, hard-fought ball game on both sides, Tommy. Good, clean ball game. There's been some hard hitting go on. But it's been a good, clean ball game. Not a lot of penalties. And that's what you like to see.
A lot of good offense early on in the game. We had 6 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Right.
Dixon makes a great run. Driver makes some great runs. Piper fakes the fall off and makes a great run. And Parrish plays just good enough on defense to get the job done each and every week. 1st and 10 for Ragland. The ball on the 48-yard line
48.
of Ragland with 28 seconds to go in the game. The score is 42-20 Parrish.
Well, we got Paul back at nose guard. Paul Patrick, all 85 pounds.
And Ragland takes the ball, and
that should be
that
probably
should be
about
the
the last
play
play.
of the game. Depends on this spike, and
No,
that's it.
I
The game
believe
is
that's
over.
it.
Unless somebody calls timeout right here, and I don't believe they are, the clock
No.
will run out.
It's
The
been a good.
final score at Parrish is Parrish 42, Ragland 20. And it's a good game for Parrish in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, that'll help them going in. Of course, we'll find out a little bit later on exactly
There's the
who
horn.
wins.
Parrish
But,
Tornadoes 42, the Ragland 20 here at Parrish, Alabama.
Yeah, hard-fought game. Ragland hates to lose. You know, that's the bad thing about the playoffs. The season's over after this now.
We
So.
knew what was going to happen. They give the ball to Dixon. They give the ball to Driver. Piper makes some good runs. Parrish plays good defense. And They're headed for second round state playoff.
Second round. We hope we go with them, you know, all the way to Legion Field, but Parish got a good shot in the 1A division.
We appreciate the sponsors who help us put on the TV 55 Game of the Week for the Parish playoffs. It's Tommy Combs with Terry Combs. The executive producer of TV 55 Game of the Week is Matthew Combs. And we will see you next week somewhere with the Parish Tornadoes in the second round.